Welcome back. If the past few months have shown us anything, it's that taking care of ourselves, both physically and mentally, is essential. One of the ways people can do that is with yoga and other mind-body techniques. Now, Beth Shaw is the founder of Yoga Fit. She's with us this morning to show us how healing trauma with yoga is possible. Good morning, Beth.
Good morning.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Why is healing trauma more important now than ever before?
Well, we have a nation full of very traumatized people right now. So if they didn't have trauma before, chances are they have it now. And so I believe that we all need to heal.
So it's obviously much more prevalent. Those people that are surrounding you might be suffering from more trauma than they're normally used to putting up with. And
Exactly.
yoga and other mind-body techniques, how do those help heal trauma?
They help us heal trauma by keeping us in a state of being present in our bodies, being able to witness the thoughts of our mind, the patterns that are not serving us, and basically just help us feel better one day at a time.
That's a pretty big tenet of yoga from what I understand. I've never, believe it or not, done yoga, not once, but I hear that's really part of it, being mindful and being, focusing on the present moment, right?
Yes, it also helps us to get from our sympathetic nervous system, which is fight or flight, into our parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest.
I like that. Rest and digest sounds a lot better than the other. So the quickest way for someone to get started, maybe someone like myself who has never done it before.
We're offering a lot of free classes right now off of yogafit.com. You can also pick up my new book, Healing Trauma with Yoga. There are a lot of poses in here, as well as meditation techniques, breathing exercises, tips on healthy eating, sound therapy, and just ways to feel better now.
I think you just mentioned most of them, but that sounds like a toolbox for your own mental health. Why is it important for people to have this list of mental health tools? It's not just yoga.
Well, look, we're not taught about our mental health in school. We're not taught about our emotional or mental health as children. So unfortunately, we're not given the tools that we need. But by having an arsenal of tools, you're able to apply them and just, work on yourself again, just to feel better.
Many people might feel anxiety, maybe feeling overwhelmed. Let's say someone's, I hate to put you on the spot, but is there a quick tip or trick that someone could use if they're just having that moment where they're just feeling completely overwhelmed? They don't think they can make it just another minute without screaming. Is there anything they can do wherever they are to help bring themselves more centered and start healing?
Yeah, they can just do some simple breathing techniques like inhaling for a count of 8, holding the breath for 8, exhaling for a count of 8, holding for 8, and repeating that. And if you do about 10 to 20 cycles of that breathing pattern, you're going to lower your heart rate, lower your cortisol levels, which will then reduce the inflammation in your body, and really just kind of ground yourself in the present moment.
Beth, thank you so much for the tips and for the time this morning. Healing Trauma with Yoga. That's Beth, founder and president at Yoga Fit. You can find more information at yogafit.com or go to bethshaw.com. As she mentioned, the book can be bought online and at local stores like Grand Rapids, Schuler's Books, Barnes & Nobles, and bricks and mortar, wherever books are sold. Basically, you can find this thing. Thanks once again, Beth, for joining us this morning.